The radio is one of the greatest inventions on time, but today it has decreased its popularity because teenagers they tend to download the music from iTunes, app stores, or Google Play to the phone and they listen to them. From the ancient days, the radio have saved us from our boring life, but what is destiny now at the moment in our modern society?
When I was young, I'd listen to the radio, waiting for my favorite songs. When they played, I'd sing along.
Okay, for me it is a yes because nowadays people listening to the music in online, reading newspaper is online, everything they do is online, and because radio is not meet the need of people, and they need to have a quick information is more and more. So I think radio can be an available support for their needs. So I think radio is that.
I think I will say disagree. The elder refer to listening the radio because they are familiar with the radio. They have been using it for years. For example, my grandma loves listening to the radio, especially those on songs about love or traditional kinds of art like cải lương, tuồng, chèo. So this is why I think the radio is alive.
Those were such happy times and not so long ago. How I wondered where they'd gone.
In my opinion, I totally agree with the statement that radios are no longer exist. Although radios were considered very popular in the past, but it is only because there was no internet or smart gadgets at that time. However, nowadays radios are we hardly see radios anymore because of this reason. First, people can easily get access to various sources of information. Why radios have a very limited information. Another reason is that radios don't have necessary functions like making video calls or downloading films and music, which is considered very important in our daily life. So people choose not to use radios, and therefore we hardly ever see people using them or anyone selling radios.
Yeah, well, I think there are two reasons why people use radio less and less. First, there are not much channels for us to choose. Second, I think that radio just provides us with audio only and it makes us feel bored. So we need more visual demonstration. Yeah, that's my opinion.
It's yesterday once more. Every sha-la-la-la, every woe still shines.
Well, I think that radio is still a very convenient way for us to get news and information, especially for people who had to do multiple tasks. For example, the drivers, as they still can drive as long as at the same time listening to the radio. And I think that nowadays there are many interesting programs on the radio that we can listen to.
remains the favorite media for elderly people. What's more, they are very convenient for the people who have to do multitask like drivers, because they have to drive and hear the news about the traffic at the same time.